Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by, I do appreciate it. Today's beer, we're going to do another Lead Dog Brewing beer. This is the Dankster Double IPA. These guys are out of Nevada. This is an Imperial or a Double IPA coming in at 8.8%. This was sent to me by Lauren, so thanks again Lauren for sending me the Lead Dog beers that you sent me. This one has a little bit more IBUs, according to Untapped, 8.8% and 90 IBUs. When I looked on Beer Advocate, they didn't even have it listed. So maybe it's a new release from these guys and nobody's posted anything on that site yet on it. No date on it. Lauren tells me that they're dating the top of the 4-pack or 6-pack, however they're produced, and not dating each individual ones, but he says they're all fresh. So we shall see. And on the can it says brewed on the front yard of the amazing Lake Tahoe. It says, we all know it's important to eat your greens, so let's take a dive into the sea of Mosaic and Columbus, which lay the foundation and give way to experience like none other. Triple dry hop leaves the nose begging for more of this beast, while the moderate ABV lets you enjoy one after another. Moderate, 8.8%, that's Big Boy's beer. And they have it at 85 IBUs, where Untapped has it at 90. And the ingredients says Lake Tahoe water, malted barley, and wheat, hops, and yeast. So it doesn't tell us exactly what the hops are or what yeast strain they use on their beers. Plain Jane silver can with a stick-on wrap around labels. And it says drink within 90 days. Date indicates born on date. Well, like I said, evidently, like Lauren said, it's on the sticker on the 4 or 6-pack because it's not on each individual cans, which kind of disappoints me. I wish they would do that. But those beers aren't available here, so thanks again to Lauren for sending them to me. This one is a lot clearer coming out, so this doesn't look like a New England style beer. And this one has a whole lot more IBUs than the ones we did yesterday and the day before. So that's all I'm going to be able to get in the glass right now. About a finger and a half of head on that pour. It's got a slight chill haze on it, guys, but I can see light through the bottom of the glass. So this is not a New England style beer. Still a good looking, nice amber. This one's a little darker color than the two previous ones have been. Looks like a nice West Coast style beer, looking at it. So let's get it to the nose and see what we got. Very nice, a little bit of pine. A little bit of citrusy notes. Maybe a slight hint of some grapefruit or oranges. Not much. A little bit of maltiness in this one too. Well, that's what I'm getting on the nose. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Lauren. Very smooth for 8.8%. Little bit more bitterness to this one with the IBUs being up there. Very pleasant though. Very enjoyable beer. A very nice West Coast style beer in my opinion. From the 3 that I've had already, they are making some very, very tasty beers, guys. And they are brewing them very, very well because the alcohol has been hidden in all 3 of them, in my opinion. So well-made beer. Very nice lacing is left on the glass. Very, very tasty. Like I said, to me it's like a very pleasant West Coast style double IPA. So let's swirl it around and get the back end pour out of the can into the glass. See if it changes any appearance or anything. Doesn't look like it has, because like I said, it looks like a filtered beer to me, guys. So very, very nice looking beer. Very nice tasting beer. So right out of the fridge. Let me sip on it and see if anything changes, anything comes out when it comes up to room temperature, and we'll come back and do the final chug and grade. Alright guys, I'm back to myself on it for a while now. Very nice slicing is left on the glass. Very tasty West Coast style double IPA to me. I enjoy this. This is a well-made beer. I mean, you can tell by the lacing it's left on the glass. Not to the New England style, but they're not claiming it to be, and you can tell by looking at it that it is not. It's a nice West Coast style. Like I said earlier, Beer Advocate doesn't even have this beer listed, so maybe a new release from this brewery. Untapped has it, but they have the wrong IBUs on it, so I don't know what's up with that when it's written on the can. So if it is a new release, they have the wrong information. So that's 3 in a row from this brewery that Untapped had the wrong ABV or the wrong IBU on it. So very unusual for them to have the information wrong on that many beers in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. So with that being said, let's do the final chug on this one. Smells like a West Coast style. A little bit more maltiness than the New England style, but still a very pleasant beer. A lot more IBUs on this one than the previous ones we've done from this brewery. So if you like that stronger bitterness on the back end on your double IPAs, this would be a good one. Nice tasty beer. To me, guys, like I said, they don't date their stuff. They date, I take it back, they do date their stuff, but they put a sticker on the 4-pack or 6-pack. They don't date individual cans or bottles. I don't know if they're bottling anything. Everything I got from Lauren was in cans, so maybe they're doing cans only. But I wish they would. I wish they would step up to the plate and date each individual can instead of putting a sticker on the top ring holding the cans together. But it is what it is. Can't control that. All I can do is fuss a little bit. Maybe they'll hear me. So I try to be everybody's voice with my beer reviews and just give an honest opinion of the beer, whether I paid for it or it was sent to me by a subscriber or a brewery. I just try to be as honest as I can. If this had a date on it, I would, and it was available here, I would probably buy this beer, especially being an 8.8%er and a tasty beer. It is a very tasty beer, and telling you that I would spend my money on it is the biggest recommendation I can give a beer. So, again, this is 3 in a row that gets the 90 grade for me. It would get a little bit better grade if it had a date on the can. I know it's a fresh beer because Lauren told me so, but he didn't tell me whether he bought it at a store or at the brewery. I don't know. So, with that being said, Beer Advocate's out on this one. They don't have it listed. And 90 from me, and Untapped has it at 3.81, which is in their B+ range. I think it's a tad better than a B+ beer. For the style that it is, I try to be as honest as I can. It's a tasty West Coast style. It's not a New England style. It's not an unfiltered beer as far as I can tell, but looking at it, it doesn't say anything about it on the can. So, if you've had this, the Dankster Double IPA from Lead Dog Brewing, let me know what you think. I enjoyed it. Thanks again, Lauren. I do appreciate it. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.